Good afternoon. Welcome to Topic of Discussion. I'm Azia Branson.
I'm Caleb McCaig.
And here is the rundown in the latest of sports news. First off, we want to congratulate Tarleton boys, men's and women's team for a really great end to the season, especially for the boys. Not expected to win that tournament, but they did. And that was pretty awesome. An awesome run at the end for them, and they both had pretty good seasons. Hopefully, next year will obviously be better.
Yeah, hopefully it will definitely carry over. So.
Yes. All right. Next, we have the Elvis Doomerville drama. What do you have to say about that?
Okay, first, this whole thing, I think it's kind of just been like, oh, this is bad for Elvis and whatnot, and I don't see it that way. I see it, this might actually be a blessing in disguise for him, because he was going to have to take a pay cut, and this gives him the opportunity to test the market, and the Broncos are still trying to get him back. So, and if the Ravens, who have lost a ton of people, if they want to just throw out some cash to him, I mean, I could see him ending up making more money than he was.
Yeah, I think that it might not wind up being a pay cut, but
it almost just might be a raise. But I mean, I don't know how bad he wants to stay in Denver, so. We'll see how it goes.
Which team would you rather see him on, or which team do you think needs him on their team? I mean, obviously the Ravens are pretty.
Yeah, the Ravens, they have gotten pretty much gutted during free agency. So, I mean, the Broncos, they have Von Miller. You know, he's turned into one of like the best pass rushers in the league. And then the Ravens, they've lost Ed Reed, they've lost Ray Lewis, they've lost Kruger. I can't think of his name, but the other linebacker who just signed with the Dolphins. You kind of see now like who are the big names left. You have Lardarius Webb and Suggs. So I mean they kind of need at least a little bit of help on the defensive side. But I mean I just don't think that they're going to go out there and give him $8 or $9 million a year. So
yeah. All right, the next most interesting trade, Ed Reed to the Texans. What do you think about that?
I think that the Texans lost Glover Quinn, so that they did need a safety. I don't think Ed Reed was the solution, especially signing him to a multi-year deal. He's, I think, 34. He's still a great safety. So, I mean, yeah, I would have liked it a lot better for 1 year because he's kind of been on the decline. He's kind of been getting those knick-knack injuries. So it's just you just don't know how much production they're going to get out of him. But, I mean, like I said, that they lost their other starting safety, so they really needed to sign a playmaker.
I think I agree that it should have been maybe a 1-year contract, but I think that Ed Reed with the championship experience from last year, the Texans are a very championship caliber team.
Yeah, he's all been there, done that. And
I think in the interview that they had with him, he sounds like that's why he came to the Texans, is because he wants another one, and he kind of saw opportunity there to maybe get another one. I think that if they have him, it might be a little bit more of a push to kind of get that, like someone else who's been there, done that. And
like he's a locker room leader too. So I mean, like now they finally have a guy on the team who can say like, hey, I know what we need to do to make it there and like what we can do to win it. So I mean, obviously better than nothing. It's just I just don't see them keeping him for, I think it was like a 3-year deal. So we'll see how it goes.
All right. Probably next to March Madness, one of the next exciting things, the Heat have won 24 games in a row.
Amazing.
Yes. When do you think it'll stop? How have they gotten here? Like, what do you have to say about this 24 win streak?
Well, like me and Ian said earlier, we think it'll be against the Spurs. I don't remember people that they're playing up to then, they're just not really like that great of teams. So, and the Spurs, if the Heat do beat the Spurs, that'll be, I think, the 30th win. So I think it will come to an end then. But at the same time, I mean, LeBron's playing out of his mind. So you never know. He's almost looking completely unstoppable at the point he is right now. So
I agree, and that is a big factor in their 24 wins. The Nuggets at 14, do you think that's going to be a big deal? Or
I mean, I almost feel bad for them because they've been a great team this year. It's just, I mean, 14 in a row is great for any team in the league. But whenever you're being overshadowed by someone who's on a streak of 10 more games, I mean, it kind of sucks.
Yes.
But the Nuggets, they're a good team up there. I don't know exactly how far I think that their streak will be able to go, but I think that they could. 20, I think, is pushing it. I'd say probably like 16, 17. So I'll go with 16.
I agree. Okay, March Madness. What do you have for your Final Four picks?
Well, right now my bracket's looking all right. I did call the Ole Miss over Wisconsin game. I know Ian was pretty mad about that one. Right now, my Final Four is K-State. I know it's kind of surprised because I think that they're a 4. And then Michigan, another 4. And then Duke and Miami. So I'm not picking Louisville, not picking Indiana. That I think that just reflects on how this season's gone, though. There's not really like that elite team out there that everybody has.
I agree with the elite thing, but I did pick Louisville and Gonzaga, who are both number 1 teams. Also Syracuse, and then we did agree on one team, Michigan. So,
yeah, I think Syracuse is actually a pretty good pick. They've kind of sucked the last few weeks, but you know, all that matters is these next few weeks to finish out the season.
Hot at the right time. I'm pretty excited. Just my favorite part about March Madness is the upsets, obviously. I mean, not for people who are really into their brackets, it's not that fun, but, like, it's fun for just the spectators.
Well, Gonzaga almost lost to Southern yesterday, so, I mean, that would have messed up. I think it was, like, 98% of the brackets on ESPN, but it didn't happen, so hopefully Gonzaga will figure it out before tomorrow.
Yes, and who did you pick to go all the way?
Michigan, I know. They're kind of a dark horse right now, back at the 4th seed, but Trey Burke's probably the best point guard in the nation. So, and then you got Hardaway Jr. too, and just great guard play up there, and they're really good on defense.
I would say, if of my 4 picks, probably Louisville or Syracuse, but, I mean...
you can't go wrong, I mean, with either one of those two.
Yeah. All right, this weekend, we have, you're excited for, what are you excited for?
Tonight is the U.S. World Cup qualifier. It starts at 9. We're playing Costa Rica. Everybody should watch. If you can get really into this, I mean, you're going to have a great summer whenever the World Cup rolls around next summer. So tune in. We also play at Mexico next Tuesday, I think, and we're playing in Mexico City at the Azteca, and the U.S. has only won there once in the history of the U.S. men's soccer team. So watch and support our national team.
I would say if Ian's getting this excited more than he gets excited about the Stars, you should.
Yeah.
Caleb,
the Stars did win last night, though. So I mean, I'm still pretty happy about with them.
Okay. So we have March Madness all weekend. 15 more games today, you said. And do you know how many there'll be this weekend?
Okay, so today the first round's over, so that will drop us down to 32 games. So there's 16 games left to be split up tomorrow and Sunday. So
I recommend that everybody gets 2 TVs and a computer and try to watch as many games as possible, like Caleb over here. We have baseball, Tarleton baseball, doubleheader today and tomorrow. Again in Canyon against West Texas A&M.
Good luck to them.
Yeah, very very good luck to them. Baseball's off to a pretty good start.
Yeah, I mean, the conference play just started. So
Yep. I went and saw them play Eastern New Mexico. They killed them. That was even
yeah.
wipe out. Also, we have Tarleton softball opening 3-game series in Abilene against Abilene Christian. Always a good fight between Abilene and any sport because they're sort of a rival team. So that will be an exciting series. Just keep up with that at Texan News.
Yeah, and I mean it's gonna be kind of weird not having like sports in town this weekend. So, but this has been a production of the Texan News Service from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas. Today's broadcast was produced by Ian Traub. You can follow Texan News Service on Facebook and Twitter and check us out on texannews.net. I'm Caleb McCaig.
And I'm Azia Branson. Tune in each Friday at 2:15 for your weekly dose of topic of discussion. You can also tune in Monday through Friday at 12:30 for all your regional and national news. Also, check out our weekly Spanish news, Noticiero Texan TV, each Friday at 2.